The elders in Nkem's village always warned, if the river gives you something, never take it. But Nkem did not listen. She went to the river that day, hungry, tired, and desperate for change. And that was when she saw it, a bracelet glowing under the water. The moment she picked it up, everything stopped. The river went silent. The air changed. And that night, something started calling her name from the dark. What happened after she wore it was not just strange. It was something the village had feared for generations. Stay to the end, because this is not just a story. It is a warning. Nkem lived in a small village surrounded by thick trees and red earth roads that turned muddy whenever rain fell. Life there was simple, but never easy. People worked hard from morning till night just to survive. There were no luxuries, no comfort, and no room for laziness. Everyone knew that if you did not work, you did not eat. Nkem understood this better than most. Her father died when she was still very young. Nobody ever explained clearly how it happened. Some said sickness. Others whispered about the river. But whenever she asked her mother, the answer was always the same. Forget about it. Her mother, Adaze, tried her best to hold the family together. She sold vegetables in the market and worked on other people's farms just to buy food. But over time, something changed. She became weak. At first, it was small things, tired steps, slow movement. Then came constant coughing. Then days where she could barely stand. Soon, Nkem became the one doing most of the work. Every morning, she woke up before sunrise. She fetched water from the river, cleaned the compound, and tried to take care of her sick mother. But the hardest part was the river. The river was not just water to the village. It was something else, something older, something feared. Children were told never to go there alone. Women were warned not to go at night. And elders always said the same thing in serious voices. The river remembers. The river watches. And the river takes back what belongs to it. Years ago, strange things had happened there. A hunter disappeared near its banks. A woman once ran into the village, screaming that she heard her dead child calling her from the water. No one ever confirmed these stories, but no one ever denied them either. That was enough to keep fear alive. Still, fear does not feed a hungry home. One morning, Nkem went to the river like always. The sun was already hot, even though the day had just begun. Her stomach was empty, her body weak, but she kept walking. When she reached the river bank, something felt different. Too quiet. No birds. No wind. Even the water did not move properly. She stopped for a moment, holding her clay pot tightly. Something inside her whispered, "Leave." But hunger whispered louder, "Continue." She knelt down and dipped her pot into the water. That was when she saw it, a faint glow beneath the surface. At first, she thought it was sunlight, but then it moved slightly, like it was alive. She leaned closer, and there it was, a bracelet, half buried in sand, under the water. It was beautiful in a way she had never seen before. Not like normal jewelry. It did not just shine. It pulsed softly, like it had a heartbeat. Nkem looked around. No one, only silence. Her heart began to race. The village warning echoed in her mind. Do not take anything from the river. She swallowed hard. But then she looked at her mother's sick face in her mind, at their empty pot, at their life, and something inside her broke. Slowly, she stepped into the water. The moment she stepped in, the river felt colder. than usual. But she kept going. The water reached her knees, then waist, then chest. Still, she moved forward. Finally, she reached the spot. She reached down and picked it up. The second her fingers touched it, everything stopped. No sound, no movement. Even the wind disappeared. Nkem froze. Her breathing stopped. Then suddenly, everything returned to normal. She gasped and pulled her hand back quickly. "What was that?" she whispered. Her hands were shaking. She climbed out of the river quickly, heart racing. The bracelet was still in her hand, warm, strangely warm, like it was alive. She stared at it for a long time. Then slowly, she made a decision. If I sell this, my mother will get medicine. Without thinking further, she wore it. The moment it touched her wrist, it locked itself in place. Too perfect, too tight, as if it had been waiting for her. She froze, but then forced a nervous laugh. "It's just jewelry." And she walked home. That night, everything changed. Nkem could not sleep. The air in her room felt heavier than usual, cold, still, unnatural. She turned on her mat again and again, trying to ignore the strange feeling on her wrist. Then she saw it. The bracelet was glowing, soft at first, pulsing like a heartbeat. Her eyes widened. This is not normal. Then she heard it, a voice calling her name. Nkem. She froze completely. Nkem, from the direction of the river. She covered her ears. No, no, stop. But the voice grew stronger, and then her body moved. On its own. She stood up, walked to the door, opened it, and stepped outside. Her legs carried her forward. She tried to resist, but she couldn't. Step by step, she walked toward the river. By morning, the village was in panic. Nkem was found at the river, standing inside the water, silent. Her eyes were different, empty, like something else was inside her. The elders gathered immediately. When they saw the bracelet, everything changed. Their faces turned pale. "This is not human," one elder said. "This belongs to the river spirit." They tried to remove it. They pulled. They prayed. They shouted. Nothing worked. The bracelet only tightened. Nkem screamed in pain. The river began to move violently, like it was angry. The elders made a painful decision. "There is only one way," they said. Nekem's mother cried endlessly, begging them to stop. But no one listened. At dawn, they carried Nkem back to the river. She was weak, barely conscious. The bracelet was glowing brighter than ever. As they reached the water, it became still again, like it was waiting. Her mother held her tightly. "I'm sorry," Nkem whispered. Then slowly, they let her go. The moment her body touched the water, she disappeared. The bracelet sank with her, and the river became silent again. In that village, they still tell the story. If the river gives you something, never take it. Because some things are not gifts. They are traps waiting to be accepted.